All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Please welcome your Baltimore Orioles.
Almost ready to get underway and towing the slab, Zach Eflin. What do you have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
TJ Friedel, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Low, but in for a strike, and that was the sweeper. In the air, left field, down the line. One away. Here's the lineup for the Reds. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Fastball for a strike. 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Two outs, base is empty. Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. That misses the zone. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Two outs, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Just missed. Just missed. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And now it's 3-2. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
So a man at first. Digging in, Tyler Stevenson. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. Two outs.
No.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That's in there.
3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
First and second, 2 outs. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Makes the catch. And that is that. Reds strand a couple, and now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now at Oriole Park. Our starting pitcher in this one, Hunter Green.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Comebacker to the mound. Gets it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Huge sigh of relief.
Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's Adley Rutschman. That one to first. Steer handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Ball. 1 and 2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's down and in.
2 and 2.
Misses outside, and the count's full.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
O'Hearn, the runner at first with 2 gone. Ripped on the ground to second. That's out number 3. And the Orioles leave 1. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Baltimore, and now the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Eflin measures 6 feet 6 inches, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
That's the ball. 1 ball, 2 strike.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Now batting Jeimer Candelario. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball 1.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 1 out, bases empty. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now it's Gavin Lux. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Inside, just missed.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Check swing, and he went. Now 2 balls and a strike. Runner on the go. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that's outside.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting ninth, left fielder.
And now it's Austin Hayes. There's the strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that misses. 1-1. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Next offering is in for a strike. And a curve is down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
So digging in, T.J. Friedel. Fly to left his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. That misses off the outside edge.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. Base hit! Runner around third. Here comes the throw. Head first slide, and he's safe. On the board first, it's 1-zip.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 2 outs. Ellie De La Cruz will hit next. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Lux on second. Friedel at first. 2 out of the inning. Got him looking. Good job at damage control right there. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Green back to work. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Line drive caught, and he's out trying to get back to first. Double play.
Man, those are tough ones all the way around. As a hitter, you feel you did everything right and kind of got robbed. As a runner, you're in a really tough position trying to read the ball and get back. And as the first baseman, it's a split-second reaction to catch the line drive as you're coming off the bag. But he did a great job of having the awareness to know he could get 2 outs, not just the one.
Man, Siggy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog, I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Man at first, Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Just missed. Two outs. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Fraley settles under it and makes the catch. And that is the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. They trail here 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. In now for the Reds, Matt McLain. And that's a strike.
Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
And a quick out number 1.
Impressive backhand stop, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take that extra step, which could have cost him, but good job to make sure he got a good handle on it, and he got off a good, strong throw to still get the out.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit. That's towards center. Mullins hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Jake Fraley.
And now Jake Fraley. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nobody left for Cincinnati, but they still lead it 1-0. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
Jackson Holliday.
Clips the outside corner. It's 0-1. Green, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. Next one off the plate inside, and it's 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Inside corner, that's a strike. 2-2.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
3-2 on the way. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Gunnar Henderson up now, a former Rookie of the Year. He was the first Oriole to win the award in 34 years, and he did so unanimously.
Yeah, his rookie season was so special, Billy. Gunnar's first hit in the majors was a home run. He swung so hard his helmet fell off.
And that one fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The shortstop takes the ball.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That one way outside, and it's 2-1. Holliday gets his lead at first with nobody out. On the ground to second, might be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Over to first, safe.
Now batting, catcher, Adley.
And next for the Orioles, Adley Rutschman. He's 0 for 1.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh.
Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. Next offering is in for a strike. Fastball is outside. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the #1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too, and I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up. It's sort of like reverse psychology.
So 2 down now, and here is Ryan O'Hearn. That one is upstairs.
1 ball, no strike.
Two outs. Just off the inside edge.
2 balls, no strike.
Green picks to first. Henderson back in on a dive. And another ball. Ryan Mountcastle in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Base hit right field. Coming home. He scores to tie it up. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Waste no time there. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, looked the other way for the knock.
Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
2 on, 2 outs. Late on that fastball.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Tied up here in the early going. Hard hit right side. Tosses to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, all even at 1 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Back now at Oriole Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Spencer Steer. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Grounds 1 to short. Henderson tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jeimer Candelario. Singled and scored his first time. That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, designated
Gavin
hitter,
Lux getting ready to hit. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that one inside and it hit him.
Boog, that wasn't even close. You know, sometimes a guy will barely miss the zone and hit someone, but right there he completely lost the handle, and that's when it gets a little scary.
On the ground, and that's a fair ball. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the center fielder, T.J. Friedel.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
That clips the zone, and that's strike 1. Lux, the runner at third. Hayes on at first with 2 down. Cut on and lifted in the air. Cowser tracks it down for the out. Red strand a couple. Still tied 1-1. Bottom of the 4th, and now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Fought off foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Hard ground ball, base 9. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So up next, Cedric Mullins. And he's already singled in this game. And this is inside. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1-1.
Nobody out, runner at first. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one off the mark, now 2-2. High fly ball out to center field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, third base.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's 0 for 1. Throw to first. Cowser back in standing. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Man at first, one away. Up the middle, dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Walked his first time. There's a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning.
Back safely.
0-2.
Two on, one out. Got him. 2 away. And he gets back in.
Oh, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Henderson in the box now. Takes strike 1.
That's a ball.
First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hit on the ground to short. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. Back here in Baltimore, ready now for the 5th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Ellie De La Cruz. Eflin back to work. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Ellie happened in July 2023. In one inning,
oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. And that gives them a lead. It's 2-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And that bunted towards 3rd, and he barehands it, and very nicely done for the out.
Sweet play there. Not sure he needed the barehanded, but third baseman loved making that play.
Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. O'Hearn makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Now batting, right fielder, Jake Fraley.
Next for Cincinnati, Jake Fraley. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And there's a strike. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 3-1. Fouled off left side. And it's fouled away. Ground ball left side. Over to first. And that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
0-1. Rutschman, multi-time All-Star, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. He goes down looking.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Green winds and deals.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Tapped in front of the plate. And he'll be safe at first. Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. In the air out towards right center. Fraley. 2 down. Now a long throw to first. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. 1 for 2. Strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
O'Hearn off of first with 2 away. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strike.
In the air, foul off first. And that ends the inning. And the Orioles leave 1, and it remains. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Gregory Soto.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
Now batting left fielder.
And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. 1 out. Runner at second. Hayes digs in now. Right side. Cowser grabs it on the run.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
So the batting order turns over. T.J. Friedl now at the plate. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
He was all over that one. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
Drilled out towards left center field. O'Neill going back on it. And that is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Now pitching for the Orioles.
Base is empty with 2 away. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And that one's gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Next to hit, Tyler Stevenson. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they don't get an out on the play. So, man aboard, Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Cowser. And that is that. Bottom of the inning, and into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that is downstairs. Going to count 1 and 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Westberg now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
It's in and out of his glove. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Runner at first with 2 away. Jackson Holiday will hit next. That's too low. Ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
The throw to third. And he's in safely at third. And a run comes in to score. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson. That's in for a strike. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. And they'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Two outs. That to right. Makes the grab. That is the inning. But the Orioles get an RBI triple. New inning getting started and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Corrals it, and there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. Gets under it and pops it up. Hauls it in for the out. Now it's the DH, Gavin Lux.
Designated hitter, Gavin Lux.
And that one in the air center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Bottom of the 7th. And the batter now, Adley Rutschman. Right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw. He can't flip it to the pitcher in time, and they come away without an out. Now it's going to be Ryan O'Hearn. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Gone into the flagpole. And they slice into the lead. It's 7-4. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it.
Mountcastle now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Coming up on pitch number 100, probably nearing the end of his outing here, Boo.
Way out front for strike 2. That one down the line, and foul ball. That one missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where. Missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Now the Reds manager. New pitcher for the Reds, Emilio Pagan.
Emilio Pagan.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one away.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder
Tyler O'Neill. The next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. There's the strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that misses off the outside edge. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Cowser, the next to hit, takes outside. And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. A solo shot. Second home run of the inning for him. And they're chipping away. It's 7-5.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ballgame.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0.